Alrighty, hello again, this is Trice Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey, and time to get back to exploring, so let's get everything else set up and running. I got Philip in the voice chat, so we'll join there. Hey, Philip.
Hi, Trace. You're not gonna believe this. After logging in, which I just logged in at 7:51,
Uh-huh.
I saw a flat space in front of my ship, so I decided to go there instead of leaving orbit real quick, see if I could find something. I landed. 2 minutes of walking, and I found it. Then I came to the fourth, the third planet
Yeah.
with 4 bios. Within 5 minutes, I found all samples of concha and all samples of Futaxa.
Uh-huh.
Now, I just came to a new spot and I'm looking for the Tussox and bacteria again. I haven't landed yet though.
Looks like it's long past time that I updated my carrier. So let
What
me
do you
do
mean?
that. Oh, I'm keeping on a spreadsheet how much money's on my
Oh, that you
carrier
mean.
and such.
Yeah, I know. It's
So
been ages
today's,
since you did that?
yeah, it's been 3 weeks.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a while.
Yeah. So, okay, it's 19, blah, blah, 33 for 2433. That's cool. And let's go over here to the carrier management. And I have been putting money into that, a little bit of money into that carrier. So it is now 5679. 5,679,442,741. Well, not bad. About 13 million. That's not bad.
13 mil what? Someone dropped in there?
My basically I dropped a bunch in there. There may be somebody else, and if there was, thank you very much.
Oh, your net income after
Yep.
after the weekly pay.
Yep. So basically, in the past 3 weeks, I've had a little over 13 mil dropped into the carrier by myself and maybe other people. System map. All right, I am here at this last one. I have mapped this planet. Okay, so I actually did finish the system, and it's time to find another. Okay. Galaxy map.
Team has to
Here's
be
the galaxy
joking.
map,
There's no
Commander.
way there's bacteria in this area. Bloody hell.
Oh, haven't been there yet, so let's go to that one.
Hardly a place to land.
Engage.
Preparing for jump.
That.
System scan complete.
Oh. Gas station! Get your gas here. Hello, Shane. Welcome back.
Hi, Shane.
Why did I not want that to happen? All right. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Well, that was a quick system.
What, just stars?
Yeah. Okay, haven't been to this, so let's go to this one. Engage.
Preparing for jump.
So that be that computer so I can find out there's nothing here and find it.
Not too bad. Just got started here. I'm now on my second system because the first one only had a pair of stars in it. Let's see what this one has. Well, this one's got more stuff.
Fuel scooping complete.
Definitely not the first one here, but I haven't got any scans on this yet. Ew, there we go. High metal content. High metal content. High metal content.
Interesting. It doesn't want to laugh. It keeps saying my nose needs to be higher, but every time I lift my nose up, it disappears. I think I'm in a ditch.
Could be. Oh, first mapped by Lindeb.
What?
Too bad she's not here.
Why is she still in your systems?
You seem to forget, Philip.
Complete.
She and I came out here and we were
Yeah,
looking for an Earth-like to go put the carrier around. Well, she explored this system. System map. Ooh, look at this. Well, we got 3 landables on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 not. Ah, no plant life in this system. That's annoying. Well, we'll scan it anyway.
Yep.
And
it's a ditch.
get first footballs when we can. Because nobody
Might
has
as well,
those yet.
No one else will.
Mm-hmm.
They're just sitting there. Being neglected. Game sent me to a spot that there's no way there's any bacteria and there's probably no grass either.
Why? Grass can grow just about anywhere. So actually, so can bacteria.
They can grow on hills and stuff,
Mhm.
sure, but
It's just
I didn't
harder.
see anything down there.
Yeah, well, it may be harder to spot. You know, grass and bacteria don't really have much, you know, of area where they can't be found. But it's easier to find them if it's flat.
Yeah.
That's the only.
I saw a bacteria growing sideways on the rock.
Mhm.
Huge boulder.
Yeah, it can do that.
I haven't seen that happen in when it went live though, just in alpha.
Oh no, I've seen that before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. And I haven't done that much exploring. I mean, that was back when it's in the bubble when I was just toying around with it a little.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it's...
Yeah, ever since the Odyssey went live, I've
Mhm.
only ever seen bacteria flat as a pancake on the ground.
By 50%. Surface scan complete.
No, you can get it anywhere. Of course, it depends a little bit on the planet, but you know, although bacteria has a very wide range of growing conditions, so.
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Oh,
Hey, Lynn.
Hey.
Hey, look at this system I got here. System map.
Hang on, hang on. Hang on.
System map.
Yeah, yeah.
It's such a lovely system. Let's see, where are you? There's a lovely planet on this system.
Why?
That one, right there.
Why?
First map by Lindeb.
Oh, heavens, it's a baby. Where the hell are you at?
One jump from my carrier.
Oh, good God.
Although apparently you didn't map the big ice ball at the end, but
Oh, what the hell did... I mapped that one, why?
I don't know. Oh, it may be a terraformable.
Was it a metallic?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's when I was probably waiting around for you to get back to
Oh, it could be, yeah.
jump back to...
Or it could have been when we were exploring. Hey, Tom! Ask her yourself. He wants to know how you doing.
Oh, I'm doing just fine, Tom. How you doing? Got in on a little salvation this morning.
Yeah, I saw that. No. Thursdays are work from home days, so I can kind of see what you're doing, even though I won't be responding to it.
oh, that's a CG.
No,
No, it's just a salvation thing.
there is no CG this week. I just got a mysterious text message or message in the box. Yes, it's me, Tom. Good gravy, I haven't been gone that long.
It's only a few days. I mean, I know you've been gardening. Deploy landing gear.
Well, I had
Landing
the
gear
sun
deployed.
over last night.
Ah, that's an extremely good reason.
Yeah,
Landing gear deployed.
we're just gonna have to get you in the group where you can talk. That's if you want to. I mean, you know, some people has a better class of friends than us, so you know.
We sink
This
to our
area
own
is
level.
flat.
First, football. Football? Footfall. System map.
Gamer tag.
Oh, you might be a console player. That's a console player too.
Well,
Track
he can
landing gear.
invite him in here in the Discord. He
Landing
can still
gear
talk to
detected.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
Although he's talking all that gaming shit that I don't understand, I may not want him in here. He's gonna have to lower that down to layman's terms.
Well, you can teach us. How's that? Teach.
I'm learning too much shit as it is.
Do I got any of this left?
I don't know about that, but if you read that thing that I read about salvation and what he did and all that stuff, boy, we picked the wrong side. I mean, yeah, we got some cool toys, but
Boy, we picked the wrong side.
we
Yeah.
picked the wrong side.
oh, that's shady, huh?
He's worse than shady. He's so dark and
He's a demon from the pit.
yeah, we picked the wrong side. And he is also known as the witch.
Well, that's not a good omen.
Well, he's the one that him and his group went after the Alexandria, and it was loaded with crew members, and he loaded them on his little shuttles and stuff, and says, "Oh, we'll take care of you." And
he
he takes
spaced
them
them.
over, and he takes them over towards his ship, and then about halfway over there, he opens the airlock and kicks them all out.
Well, might as well get all the toys he had so we can prepare to use them against him.
Problem is he going to use those against us?
That's
If they
why
could
we
take
need.
if they could take the Thargoids out like they do, we are no problem.
Yes, that's why we need as much as we can get.
All right, let me slow that down a second. Let's see,
And that station
here.
that we went to this morning is a different station than what I'm used to seeing.
Edit
That was
invite limb, number of uses. I'll make it 5. Good for a day. Generate, copy. Here's a Discord link.
But
It'll be good for a day and 5 people.
But yeah, he's messed up.
That he is.
But the base that we went to, that lane, a rock something lane,
Mm-hmm.
that is a different type base.
Hmm. Is it similar to that other?
No, it's different than that.
The one that the bugs came out of the ground.
Yeah, it's differenter than that. This one has, you know, those cargo racks that they have where you could defend on those bases.
Yep.
They're just stacked around there everywhere. Half of them are broke open and stuff, and then it has this building that's there, and it has a doorway, and it has wires hanging out of it to where they short-circuited. They took the panel off and short-circuited where nobody could get into it.
Huh.
Boy, it's not someone you want to mess with.
And they had a live Thargoid there.
Oh, really?
Well, I didn't see it, but
Oh,
the story.
yeah.
They had the live Thargoid there and was testing out shit on it. Not the ship!
Nope.
A live Thargoid.
Yeah.
And at least the witch, or Salvation, the Thargoid got a swipe into the side of his face and scarred his face up and messed his eye up. And when he did a progenital cell, I didn't know those made you young again.
Progenitor cell, yeah.
And make you immortal. But anyway.
No, they shouldn't do that. Yeah.
They help rejuvenate.
Yeah, well, he keeps taking him, he can live forever. But anyways, he's got a white eye now with a scar on the side of his face.
Yep. Progenitor cells are they're kind of super cells.
Yeah.
You can use
Well,
them
see,
to
when
basically
we were
rebuild anything.
Yeah.
When we were hauling them, I was thinking, you know, more like cars and spaceships and not
No.
bodies.
No, I knew exactly what they are because it's one of the and they're kind of universal. That they're generally someone who's genetically close enough to you, you can use their progenitor cells if you can extract them. I mean, they're very horrific things to extract because you have to extract them from children.
You need to just stop it right there.
Okay.
You just, I'm gonna just, yeah.
Yeah, that's
like Salvation.
Progenitor cells, I mean, they can get them today, but I mean, you end up killing infants or fetuses to do it.
Those are stem cells, I thought.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different name.
different names. But anywho, it was just a
Deploy
weird
landing gear.
morning.
Landing gear deployed.
Sitting
that-
there going, what have I done?
Yeah. And that's why in a lot of systems, progenitor cells are illegal. It's because
Oh,
of
are
what?
they?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because they are very unethical to produce in any sort of quantity.
Even in this time, huh?
I can't think of any other way to make them.
Dangerously high temperature detected.
I'm sure they could find a way to manufacture them. They can manufacture
Yeah.
just about anything. System map. Alrighty, next
The
system.
progenitor cell is also part of you. Looks like the DNA chain.
Mm-hmm.
In the DNA chain. Well, I
Track
like my
landing.
version of the progenitor cell.
Landing
Shame
gear
on you.
Shame on me for bringing actual science into it.
Well, no, shame on you for telling me the real. I mean, I'd rather say it worked on a spaceship.
2, 1, engage.
It's the grass. I just need to find the bacteria.
But that's one thing, you know, you may be onto that, and that just gave me a weird feeling. All the time I played on this game, I've not seen one kid.
That is strange. You would think in a society that basically lives in space at this point, there would be kids in the station.
You would think.
Yeah.
Maybe they have them where they harvest them.
And even if not in the stations, you would definitely expect them on the bases, on planetary bases. It should be like packed.
No,
You would think.
they're probably all on the
Well,
habitable planets.
Mm,
But
People-
anyways, that's one thing I haven't seen or heard about is children.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's just messed up.
Then again, the only areas we've been around are basically spaceports and working.
We've been to whatchamacallit, the resort bases. What are you talking about? They're not industrials. Not the resorts.
Could you see a kid going around those resorts? There's not enough there to keep a kid happy.
That's true.
You know, they're more like adult, vacation spots. No kids allowed. And nowhere's near big enough to be able to accommodate even one kid. Yeah, kids get bored easy.
Yep.
I know Captain, or First Officer Spock has them somewhere. Teaching them logic
Yep.
and science. They're at academy somewhere. But it is strange, being all over the place and haven't seen one little kid anywhere.
Yeah. Well, that's part of what's going to slow things down or getting atmospheric and populated planets. Because they're going to have to start bringing, models for kids in.
Unless they're past that and we're to the test tube babies.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe someday we'll find that out.
There's nothing in the story suggesting that, right?
There's nothing in the stories that suggests there's kids.
Or suggests
Okay.
there isn't. It doesn't,
Yeah.
it's silent. You don't really, there's no real way to know.
Oh, okay.
But that just dawned on me when we were talking about all that
System
stuff.
map.
Well, you know what? I haven't seen any kids.
Everyone, basically, a day after they're born, they're adults now.
Yeah. They wouldn't surprise me then.
They have all the
All that
brain
growth
technology
hormone shit they
living
fed them.
downloaded into their brains.
Yeah,
Uploaded.
Elon Musk's technology.
Yeah.
Let's connect your brain to this computer.
And install a virus.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's... Yeah, but her niece is still an adult. Or his niece is still an adult.
Yeah, like 22, 24, something like that.
Yeah. But, you know, that does... You know, if she's his niece, then... And she's only 20-something. Then, okay. We're
Oh,
still...
wait. Somebody didn't have just to have a baby. We celebrated the baby.
Oh, okay.
The birth of a girl.
Oh, maybe that's what Tom's talking about. That's what the Duvals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did, but nobody's seen them.
Yeah.
No, you know, it's like,
Well,
okay.
well, I mean, they have to protect it. I mean, with all the assassins, you don't expect there to be much footage out there.
Oh, I don't know. The British royals had their kids showing up at a pretty early age.
Fair enough.
But still, I mean, it was just recently. I mean, the kid's less than 1, so yeah, not yet.
Well, they did when they come out of the hospital, whatever, have a picture of it with them.
System map.
I mean, I haven't even seen a picture. But, you know, I haven't seen a picture of a Thargoid either.
Yeah. Well, we know all they are ships.
Complete.
No, they're
Ions hideout.
insectides or whatever, insectoids.
Insectoids. Yeah.
They got 6 legs. Their arms are claws. They can rip you apart. And according to the witch, Salvation, they carry a nasty punch. He's the one that also set up John Jamerson.
Yeah. I think you mentioned that briefly the other day.
Well, I didn't know who Salvation was.
Mm.
Nobody knew who Salvation was.
Now we have somewhat of a clue. We know he was
Yeah.
associated with that project and belonged to that particular company.
Surface scanned by 50.
He's from
Surface scan
Azimuth.
complete.
Azimuth, yeah.
He's the vice president of the research bio chemicals. And he has a hatred. He calls this, what's he call this? Pharma sapiens.
Orbital flight engaged.
He has no respect for human life. Because the way he talks, we don't have.
Hey, Tom. There you are.
We don't have. What do you call it? The backbone or the wherewithal to be useful to him.
He's definitely narcissistic.
Yeah.
And either socio or psychopathic.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
A megalomaniac, and you can keep appending more things.
Yeah. A very evil man. I mean, he has. I mean,
This
if
just
you go
makes
back and look,
an episode.
if you go back and look at the history. Hello, Tom Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, there he is. Deploy
But if
landing
you
gear.
go back and look at the
Landing
history
gear
of
deployed.
the witch, just the witch. I mean,
Landing
we
gear
always thought the
deployed.
witch was a she,
Yeah, because
but
it's a
it's
witch.
not, according to the logs.
Mm.
And he has done some horrendous things. I mean, he kicked all them people out of the airlock.
Yep.
He's the one that did the experiments
Horrible
on
way to die.
D5.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I see bacteria from here.
I mean, he's an evil man.
System map.
So what are you doing, Mr. Tom?
Spreadsheets.
Oh.
Retract landing gear.
Landing
Now
gear
this would be
deployed.
the awesome time to what? Ground control to Major.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, you'll have to forgive me. I'm in a rare mood. Oh, damn.
That's gonna be easy to see.
System map.
It's off-white against
Right.
a medium brown.
We've seen it before.
Sounds like the one I saw 2 nights ago. Stands out very well against those darker planets.
Yeah.
So is your spreadsheets related to Elite, or are you working on a job?
Oh, elite related. I'm working on a way to see if I can improve the way fleet fleet carriers are managed.
Fleet carriers what?
Are managed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Working on a bot on Discord to intertwine with it.
Okay.
Okay, which of the discords? Fleet Carrier Owners Club, the Fleet Carrier Command.
I'm actually doing it for Power Play.
Oh, okay.
They have all these fleet carriers and trying to communicate between the people who don't do to have their all little objectives to see if I could have all of them all in one place.
Okay.
You sound like another cannon boy to me. And that is the greatest, compliment there is. With all you guys' spreadsheets and shit, that drive me nuts.
Have you played EVE Online?
Hush you. Evil.
I've heard of it.
Oh, okay.
That's a good
Sounds
place
like
to leave it.
hostile.
Yeah,
I
it's
was just wondering if you played that because
it's not a
I've
very
heard
friendly
spreadsheet,
game.
So people refer to it spreadsheet the game.
Oh, you have never tiptoed through cannons stuff. There's stuff there I'm sure has NASA scratching their head. How'd you come up with that?
Hey, Hans. Welcome back.
Hello, Super Glue. Super Glue is having problems
System map.
keeping his game together last night.
Yeah, he said he was kind of
Surface scan
having trouble for 24 hours on one of his accounts.
Surface scan
Both of
complete.
his accounts.
Both of
Or
them.
what? Yeah.
Well, he was,
Yeah.
his newbie count was working.
No, I thought it was the newbie that wasn't. But
No, it ended up he was in the newbie and it stopped working, and he went to his old one and it wouldn't work. When he would go to land on the planet, it'd crash his butt out with an orange sidewinder, and then he'd have to go all the way back to the original elite to get it to unlock.
oh well.
Yikes.
He was having all sorts of weird stuff. I don't do spreadsheets, but I do this, what is it, this lore stuff, and it's not making spreadsheets, but, you know.
I mean, to be honest, this is one of the first spreadsheets I've been making.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn it. A lot of people want, the skill of spreadsheets, so it wouldn't hurt to learn it. And it is difficult, I gotta say. All these little features.
Well, since I don't know exactly what you're doing, it's just, what all you
Yeah.
putting in there, and it's
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to do fuel levels, what services the carriers offer.
you do know there's a spreadsheet out there already for that stuff, right?
I do know, but this is just more of practice for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just making a spreadsheet out of something that I can relate to.
Right.
Okay.
Just didn't want you to reinvent the wheel when it's already out there rolling around.
Both accounts, anytime you pop out of a jump, that just sucks.
Yeah, every time you go to land on a planet, it just. Yeah, he was having all different kinds of. Yeah.
And he was saying last night that it wasn't just him. There were a bunch of people who were having the problem.
Well, he's the only one I know to relate to.
Right. Well, he went to the forums and there were a bunch of
Yeah.
people complaining about it.
Yeah. But Mr. Anthony Barton Beans wasn't having a problem. It seemed like he was just bebopping around here. Only his only problem was he was having weird people friend him.
No, he was hanging around the beginners area with all sorts of people.
Yep, and we shall leave them unnamed because some of their names was like, what?
Yeah,
Surface scan complete.
I'm sure. System map.
Yeah, they're not long to
System
this
map.
game.
We don't know.
Or they could be very long for this game, probably being,
Yeah.
with the crazy names, probably being 14 and 15 years old.
Well, you remember the times when you were going out there and you'd read whose names was in the system, who got what
Yep.
first and all that, and you come across some and say, yep, well, that one stays silent.
Yep.
Okay. I can remember way back when I thought validation, man, that must be one hell of a commander. He's just everywhere.
And there was actually a commander named Validation at one point. Or Validating, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, not all of that belonged to him.
No. going, and it's like, oh, not him again.
Trying to remember where's the Emerald Tablet at?
Way
yeah.
154,000 light years.
Suichi something or other.
When I get up here.
Whoops, I'm gonna be flying. Gotta loop this one. Executing loop of shame.
You don't care if you're. Oh, you don't care if your carrier's listed, do you?
My carrier's listed on the ED Astro map.
Well, I always like to check because
Yeah.
some people don't like that shit.
Oh,
There's also bacteria.
doesn't bother me at all. Come on out here. I have services for all explorers.
Well,
Unless you're
almost.
unless you're wanted, in which case you can't land on my carrier.
But you don't have Vista yet.
Yeah, you don't have to.
That's true. Hey, else Juno, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you along. Hope I said that right.
I do know.
Hello, Juno.
7 prober. Okay.
I believe that's the correct one. Since every time I
Yeah,
zoom
that
in,
looks
I
right.
zoom to you and not to your carrier. It's out there, close.
That
I
looks
think
like
the farthest I've gone from the bubble is when I've been kidnapped by carriers.
Oh, you were one of the poor, unfortunate ones. Okay.
Oh yeah, I would just go to bed, drop off at a carrier, think you'd be there in the morning. It'd be 5,000 light years from the bubble. I'm like, well, I have a journey, don't I?
I never camp on anybody's carrier but my own or my friends. It's better to just drop out beside him and sleep in space.
yep. All right. Galaxy
But
map.
all them carriers that did
Here's
that
the
on
galaxy
purpose
map
and then
coordinates.
said, well, you can mine first and we'll take you back. All they did was end up getting banned to solo.
And that is the correct address, Lynn.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Where do I want to go from here?
You know how the stupid map gets, you zoom in and then
Uh-huh.
if you try to zoom back out, well, it throws you over here.
Yep. Engage.
Preparing
Been
for
all the way out there where his carrier is once upon a time.
Not planning to
Celebrated
go back.
a couple of birthdays, it seems like, or feels like.
Yeah, it took a long time to get out here and then head back.
Well, you
Well,
were
from
also
June to
exploring
November.
everything on the way back anyway.
I think it was November 7th or 8th when we rolled in.
Yep. Well, Lynn was holding back on the way back, because I only had a couple hours a night. She could have been back a lot sooner if she wasn't
Oh,
being
yeah.
so nice and sticking along with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I left him about 1,000 light years away from Colonia. I jumped all the way into Colonia, finished up the ship engineers, and then jumped back out to him. But, we started it as a team. We were going to finish it as a team. But I didn't want him to have to wait in Colonia for me to finish my ship engineers. So I jumped in there and got them done and then came back out. I think the only time that we parted ways is we were probably, I don't know, 3,000 light years from the bubble, and I put the hammer down
Okay,
and came on
yeah.
in.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Ooh. There's an ammonia world here.
Yep, the same for file types.
Water world. Nice.
Especially out there, you said you haven't been finding many
Oh,
expensive.
the last two systems I've been inundated in expensive.
Oh, nice.
He hasn't been really looking for.
I've just been doing whatever. So.
Yeah.
If he wanted all the expensive ones, he just set his filters and go
Selfish,
for it.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but I'm just sort of grabbing everything. Because actually some of the less expensive ones are better for finding bios.
Yep. That's definitely true.
You know, considering the expensive ones you can't even land on.
Speaking about that, I'm about 20% away from being elite.
Ooh,
Nice.
we
Probably by the end of the weekend, if I don't give up. And go help
System scan
Cam fight
complete.
scouts or something.
3 GOs. Cool. All right. System map. Bio. Nothing.
So how long you been playing Elite, Tom?
I think it's been a little over a month now.
A
Month and a
month?
half.
okay.
Yeah.
And you're
I-
already into the fleet carriers. Wow.
I mean, I don't own one yet. I've been running Rob to go on the weekends to get to it, but I think I might not get it on console because of it just kind of shutting down.
Mm.
But,
Oh,
Yeah.
you're on console?
Yep.
yeah, I plan to switch over
Okay.
when they do the transfer in a month or so. I should
Okay.
have myself a working computer by then.
And
Right.
good enough reason not to get a carrier on console, because then you'd
Yeah.
have to sell it to carry the money over.
Yeah.
And if you're
might as
in
well.
there, if you're in there a month, you don't have that many arcs yet, so that's a good.
Mhm. I found it just looking around on the Xbox Game Pass, looking for something new to play. Saw a preview for a nice flashy game with spaceships. I thought I'd try it out.
That's pretty cool.
Well, of all the more recent spaceships games, this is the one with the best flight simulation.
Oh, most definitely.
As far as I can see from what I've seen of gameplay on the others, Star Citizen is the next best, then No Man's Sky, and then Eve.
Yeah.
but
mean, I did,
that's just from what I've seen. I haven't actually played any of the others.
I played some No Man's Sky. As far as
System map.
flight goes, it's not great.
Not
It's
trying to
more.
be a flight sim.
Philip,
Either.
don't interrupt when he's talking.
That's all right. It's a lot of exploring randomly generated things. A lot prettier to look at than Elite's planets.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's definitely eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
But eye candy will only take you so far.
Yeah, I'd rather have the good gameplay, and this has the gameplay, even though it doesn't look quite as good.
This is more realistic, though.
That is true. This is very, very, they're going for as close to science as they can. But, I mean, the thing with No Man's Sky is you're starting out with heavy atmospheres.
Yeah.
They went to do the ground first and work their way to space, whereas Elite starts in space.
Yeah.
And we haven't, we got barely into ground. And I'm hoping we get the better, the more populated planets sometime in the next couple of years.
That would be nice, but then they would have to figure a way to somehow generate all that stuff randomly, because they can't.
That's
one
of many problems.
Because you expect a lot of Earth-likes, especially in the bubble, to be populated if they're going to be landable. So.
See you in a bit, Hans.
See ya, Hans.
Either that or
He's
maybe
going to
that's
the
what we
space
use
can.
Or maybe that's what we use our building schematics for.
Could be. I mean,
Well,
those are probably going to
I
be
think
for something.
They should add that. Whatchamacallit, player run bases, built bases, like planetary bases.
We keep hoping they'll go there, but
Yeah, there's no sign of it anytime soon, that's for sure.
well, certainly not going to be soon. I mean, they had 10 years of upgrades planned, and they're at least 2, if not 3 years behind plan.
Yep.
Surface scan complete.
But before they go that far, they need to fix the game they got.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
I mean, yeah, it's playable. You may not be able to play exactly what you want, its exact time you want, but it's playable.
Yeah.
They're claiming they're going to be fixing like 200 bugs.
They're not
See
claiming, they stated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a claim. That's pretty much fact. Let me put it to you this way, Philip. If they said that, that means legally they said
They
that.
have to.
So they're fixed. What other bugs they may have created, we don't know. But
If they fix 200, you know they created another 100 somewhere that nobody knows about yet.
yeah, because so when a company says they have fixed X bugs, okay, they have to have fixed at least X bugs, or they can,
Companies-
or they are in violation of laws. So, when they say they've fixed X bugs, yes, they've fixed that many bugs, if not more. Usually they fix more than that, and they under-tell you how many they fixed, just in case they miscounted by a couple. I want to make sure they got over that amount.
The only time you can say that that's not true is when they say between 100, 150, 200. And then,
Yeah,
then it's
on the
open
low
game,
end of the
open
range.
Play, or it's open for interpretation.
But they always have to beat the lower number. So, but they said 200. Great. So they've fixed at least 200 bugs. How many new bugs
well,
they've created? Who knows?
We'll not know yet.
I sure am hoping they fix the chair bug. I got a camera view from inside my commander chair, and I did not like that.
What the hell?
I think I have a screenshot of it. I could see if
Commander chair in what? In a ship?
In
a
the ship.
carrier or what?
Yeah.
yeah, no ship. I think it was an Anaconda.
Well, I've not seen that bug yet, so.
Although it might
Oh!
only be on console.
Ooh,
Yes.
what?
It's bugged.
I didn't check the gravity before I came down here. 1.54 G's.
Oh,
Deploy
you
landing gear.
fired, didn't you?
I almost went splat. I'm like, I'm approaching the ground fast. Why am I not slowing, dear? Slowing down. Oh, wait a minute. That's why I'm not slowing down.
Yeah.
Quick, abort, abort.
That's the only downside to a Diamondback.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, disembark. Unsafe temperatures. Okay, fine, but I could still get out. And come on, give me. There it is. First footfall. Get in the ship. Get in the ship. All right, let's go find the goodies. Retract. Well, I gotta fly before I retract my landing gear. Retract landing gear.
Before the horse.
Landing gear retracted.
And,
All right.
I posted it in general.
Okay. Oh, did you try logging out and logging back in?
I did. It fixed it, but I was flying right out of the starboard and bonking all over there everywhere.
If you weren't landed on starport and you log out, you should have been logged back in away from the starport.
Oh yeah, I did log me back in. It's just that it's something that really shouldn't be happening, but you know, just a simple real
Deploy
log
landing
can
gear.
fix it.
Yeah.
Landing
I was
gear
gonna say
deployed.
that's just your textures didn't spawn right.
Landing gear deployed.
That's an easy fix.
All three of my geos right here.
Woohoo! Ain't you a lucky duck?
Yeah.
I gotta be headed out. I've got
Retract
some
landing
stuff
gear.
to do.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's good talking to
Yeah.
you.
The same.
Came down here for Concha and got grass instead.
Well, you were bitching the other day you couldn't find grass, so just eat it.
Yep.
1. Engage.
System map. Makes me wonder if I shouldn't go scan the. I don't think you can scan the asteroids.
What?
What do you mean, scan the asteroid?
Go to the asteroid belt and go see if I can scan anything.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can use the pulse wave analyzer, but that's about it.
That picture
It
is
lets you
funny.
know how insignificant you are when you have a damn anaconda fly over you, and you look up there at it, and you hear it go.
Even better when you're on foot, though.
I am on foot.
Oh, okay.
I heard this rumbling and purring sound, and I kind of stopped, looked around, and this big old giant anaconda flew over me. It's like, okay.
It's a big ship.
Yeah.
He did idling.
Got a little crackling going on in my headphones.
And it's on your end.
Yeah.
You must not have a good connection somewhere.
Boy, the conscious spots are so small.
That's not good. Why is it doing that? Am I overdriving it? No.
I don't know about that, but. And I heard the crackling when you went to moving stuff around.
Did you smack the mic or something?
No, it wouldn't be the mic. I'm not feeding the mic back through the headphone.
Oh, okay.
I just bought these. Although
Do
I
you
could.
unplug them much?
Not very often. Usually they sit on my desk unless the cord gets all tangled, in which case then I unplug it. That's only happened a couple of times, so. But I'm getting. Wasn't getting that early. I mean, it could be generated by the game. Actually, let me test that theory out.
I don't hear
could it
nothing
be?
from the game.
Yeah, me
Oh,
either.
okay. Is it showing up in
But-
stream?
Didn't check. Hang on. Thank goodness you're 20 seconds behind. Nope, don't hear it.
Okay, so it's just my headphones. All right.
Mm.
Lovely. "21 probes. Well, let's see what that does.
How many probes you shoot at it?
I don't know.
just
We'll
shoot
find
it.
out. I fired one so far.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Kenny.
What do you say?
He said sounds good on YouTube.
Yeah. Hello, Kenny.
Spot there.
I mean, it could be.
It
Could-
could be. It just
could
needs
be
to
a
be
lot of
plugged in and unplugged and plugged in again. Maybe
Well,
it didn't
I'll
get
try
connected.
that.
Maybe you lean back and maybe it kind of dislodges a little.
You looked at it wrong or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What? He didn't say that. He didn't go there. Tell me he didn't go there. Please. For God's sakes, tell me
That
he
is
didn't go
wrong?
there.
How? What? Where?
Looked at it wrong and so that it crackles? Top your snicker in there, Trace.
Surface scanned by 50%.
planet looks sketchy as hell.
Now, how does the planet look sketchy?
Looks like the type of place Salvation would like to live.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Hi.
Hey, Hans.
Forgot to turn your stream, mute your stream. There we go.
Oh yeah, you'll have the stereo echo effect.
Yeah, nothing quite like it.
Yep. Enough to drive a sane man crazy.
Or in my case, an insane man push him over the edge.
Oh God, you open that door. I will be nice and let that fly.
Well, I heard some new voices on the stream, but I don't see him here.
He left.
No, he ran out of time. He had to go.
Yeah. It's Mr. Tom, or Tom from the YouTube.
Tom Garrettson.
Yep.
Landed in a spot you would expect only a diamondback be able to. Or even worse, a sidewinder.
Surface
There
scan
we go.
complete.
And now the ring.
Surface scan complete.
I haven't got to talk to Cam lately. How's the new job working?
Oh, it's working out just fine for him.
Excellent.
Three hot spots? Sure.
He'll be here.
System map.
Probably what, like after midnight or something? My
Tom-
time, midnight. Yeah.
well, no, it's usually in the morning. He's like, right now it's like 8:30, 9:30 a.m. So he's working,
Yeah,
but he's also a day ahead of us.
right.
So
Yeah.
Friday night, which is be in the morning, he'll probably stay on later. Welcome.
Hey, burnt beans
Oh,
is here.
hi.
Oh, I thought I smelled
I
something.
smelled something. Oh, that was pretty bad.
The worst part was we both thought of it at about the same time.
I know, and that's what I said. That's the reason why I said that's pretty bad. When we start thinking alike, it's time to go rinse my brain out.
Especially when you're thinking like me.
Yeah.
As soon as y'all said that, I think about my hot dogs. I was like, it's gonna be burnt hot dog if I don't watch it.
Oh, good gravy, you're into the food already?
Yeah.
We had listened to you last night chase chickens down in your refrigerator. Come on, man.
No, it was. They were good too.
Good gravy. You eat so much, I'm beginning to wonder if you ain't got a colony of
Tapeworms?
yeah.
Oh,
You don't want those.
Good gosh, eat all the time.
Surface scanned by
not all the time.
50%.
It just seems that way.
Just when he's awake.
That's a good one.
Wait.
That I had to tip my hat towards you, Philip. That was actually a good joke that made freaking sense that everybody could understand.
I was sitting over here nodding my head, yeah.
Yeah.
Bark mounds.
Bark, bark.
Orbital flight engaged.
I got bark mounds again.
There's other boats out there.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong with these headphones because this is driving me absolutely nuts.
We don't hear any of it.
That's good. That means it's the headphones and not something else.
Yep.
It's all them nuts and bolts and washers in your head loose.
Gonna have to order a new set of headphones if this keeps up.
I thought that was a $100 set.
It was.
Buy a cheap set. They last longer.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And it don't hurt as bad to throw them away.
Yeah. Well.
How are we all doing?
Oh, that's
No,
better.
Hey, hey, James.
Hey, James.
Very good.
I unplugged the USB port, plugged it back in, and hey, no more crackling noises in my ears, although I lost what you guys were saying.
Oh well, we were just welcoming James.
We were
in.
just
James
talking
came
about
in.
you.
I figure. Yeah, no kidding. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Ooh, now it's very loud.
Landing gear deployed.
So you weren't even getting full sound though before?
It was certainly a lot less loud than it is right now.
And he just kept turning this up, turning this up. Now he's gotta, oh shit, turn this down.
That's a funny patch of ground, but there's nothing about it. Okay.
Mr. James, you get that bike painted?
Mr. Bagels. He's
Even-
blinking. He's blinking.
Probably
Is
just
he
have to wait to
muted?
get him a cup of coffee or a tea.
He mutes himself or
Grabbing a
something?
biscuit.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
what yep.
A biscuit.
Did you get your painting done?
Oh yeah. Yeah. First of all, threaded the rust.
Well, get that thing fixed up there, pad the seat a little, put a little extra padding in the seat, and then I'll come over there and take it for a spin and see if you did it good or not.
Take a photograph if you like. You can have a look and decide whether you want to have a ride of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, so now I just gotta find fumaroles and bark mounds. I think that's just another vent.
I missed that, Lynn. What'd you say? You got extra padding in your seat? What were we talking about?
Well, since the old man has hard of hearing, so can somebody explain to him? I said put extra padding in the seat of the bike.
Oh.
Come on, man.
I
You
heard
take
something
your
about
medication.
lawnmower. No, I thought you
Take-
were talking about a lawnmower.
We were talking about a
What?
bicycle, or we're talking about a trike, actually.
Where
Yeah.
did he get the idea from?
He's talking about his grass or something.
What?
No. I see you got grass on the brain. Okay, got it. It's cool.
I thought he said something about his lawn.
Nope.
Nope.
Not a
Must've
word
been
about a
somebody
lawn.
else.
Nobody in here said anything about a lawn.
No,
Treating rust.
the only
Man,
grass
where
anyone's
is
been
it?
talking about is the tussocks.
Yeah.
Well, make my first jump and see if I ever come out of it.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, indeed. Toes and all.
Yeah. I know you were having a hard time last
Retract
night with
landing
that shit.
Landing gear
Landing gear
retracted.
retracted.
Well, I had an unusual one this morning. I was trying to scan a Tussocks, And every time I walk up to the plant, it would disappear. I'd have to back away from it for it to reappear. And I circled that thing thinking maybe somehow they got something in the way and it was blocking it. But every time you walk up on it, it just disappeared. And I thought, well, this is going to be a hoot to try to scan. So finally, I walked up to it to where I thought it was, and I could get close enough that it finally let me scan it. But you know, it was like the vanishing grass. You know.
Wait, what the hell was that?
All right, now bark mound time. I found everything
Bark.
else. Looks like I'm heading into an area that's a little bit better for finding bark mounds, so keep my eyes peeled.
That's my Futexa. That's not. No.
I was expecting the only bio to be a bacteria, but nope.
Speaking
Okay.
of bacteria,
I told you guys that just because there's one don't mean it's just bacteria.
this
Yeah.
is going to be impossible to find. It's the same
Okay, I'll
color
put
as
the
the
bike in the
ground.
pictures.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I found it by accident.
Whoa! Bog! Oh! That's what I get
Well,
for
hell,
looking
you
at the
got-
picture.
that you got one. See, when I was a kid, they had a seat kind of like that, and they called it the banana seat. You got a,
Oh yeah.
No, he's got a
You got a-
recliner.
you got
Yeah,
a
I
damn
like that.
That's a
banana
reclining
split
bike.
seat or something. I mean, you got luxury road all over that thing.
That's a
Well,
See, right
reclining
now,
bike.
you're not going to put too much effort into riding that bike around. Kick back with the shades on, hat on, just cruising around there, checking out the babes.
A nice
Yeah.
cold Foster's.
Yeah. Got his Ray-Bans on.
Get a
Oh, I
Foster.
got the Ray-Bans.
Huh?
I said I got the Ray-Bans.
Oh, right. Well, see, I figured you would. I mean,
I don't see the
shit.
cup holder.
Never seen a seat like that before.
You haven't? Oh, jeez.
Ah,
A lot of the commuter bikes are that way.
ah.
The cup holder's on the other side, down the back.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
You got a cup holder.
Can't go nowhere without the cup holder. Jeez, come on, man.
No electric kettle.
No electric kettle, no. I got that guy from a bloke who was within about 3 miles of the coast, so I thought I'd better treat it for rust.
Yep.
Hmm.
No, that's
Salt
the
water.
that's the color you just painted it, or is that the original? Or...
That's the original colour. I just went for the spots where there was the paint was lifting off. So yeah, got the Dremel out, took it back to raw metal, treated it.
I've never ridden one of those. It looks interesting. All right, I got a stupid question for you. Having never ridden one of those,
Yeah.
your feet hang
Recumbent,
out
yeah.
farther than the front steering wheel.
Yes, they do.
It's
So-
like riding a
so when
tricycle
you-
as a kid.
So when you make, yeah, except your feet don't stick out furthest from any. So when you take a corner, aren't you afraid of like whacking your feet on or something?
Well, it depends how close you get.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know, a bike you can zoop in and out.
It is very nimble. It's surprising the
No, it looks neat.
maneuverability on that.
I'm
And
not
also the pedal as far
not
as
judging it. I'm just asking.
yeah, the pedals are also further off the
Yeah.
ground. So when you go by something,
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
yeah,
Huh.
you're
Sometimes
less likely
taking
to
that front
whack
wheel
your
off.
feet on a curb.
What would you put on it instead?
One with a shock absorber on it.
Oh, shit.
There you
Ah, okay.
I take that, but I have seen a bike like that before. And I see where the foot pedals are at.
Well, what you need is to turn it around there where you lay on your stomach and you pedal with your arms.
Yeah, have an accident, the first thing you hit's your head.
Well, you know.
There's a guy in town that has a recumbent, but it's got complete fairing on it. I mean, it looks like a a missile going down the road.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. I see him pushing it all over. But
Pushing
it
it.
look, yeah, yeah.
When they enclose them, they call them velomobiles.
Okay, all right. I've heard the
They
name.
call
I
them
didn't know
what?
Know what it was?
Velo.
Velo.
Velomobiles.
Yeah. Yeah,
VELO.
it looks like it was made of like an old airplane drop tank, fuel tank, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
guy
don't-
that I get the parts from, he races them.
Uh-huh.
His ones are like teardrops.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They tell me it gets really hot inside.
I'll bet it
On the
does.
day.
Especially if you're in a race pedaling your ass off, right?
Yeah.
You're working pretty hard in there. Yeah. Interesting. I like the color.
Well, I
Thought
only
you were
had
gonna paint
in
it
rust
white and
treatment.
black.
Well, I only have white for rust treatment, so there are now white spots on it. So I got to go to the automotive store and get that. Is that a cherry red? Cherry candy red?
Yeah, it looks more
well,
orange this year.
Okay. Well, I'm
It looks
actually
more
bored
like
with
either a
white.
cherry red or a fire engine red.
Fire engine's darker than that.
Yeah, mine it looks
Not
more orange to
necessarily.
me.
Depends on what the new ones are.
No. They've gone that fluoro yellow with some of ours.
Yeah. Puke green. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them have been going to more yellow because studies have found the yellow is easier to see at night.
Yeah. I think Boston was one of the first to play with that. I remember.
Yeah, yeah, and they found it got into fewer accidents because it was
Or
a
that
lot
stupid
easier to
green
see.
color they got.
I haven't seen a green one yet.
Green?
We got some green ones out here.
Why would you paint a fire truck green?
Well, it's
Well-
more like a fire truck for wildland fires.
Hmm.
It's really what it is some of them old military fire trucks with the jet on top. The where they can strafe, was it 500-foot stream?
Hmm.
I
The
guess
water
they used to use
cannon.
them on the runways.
I got one for you. What color is the school bus?
That depends.
Yeah. I've seen a few different colors.
I've seen yellow, white, green, blue.
Yep.
They were yellow and rarer kids, that yellowy orange colour.
Yeah. The reason it was one of the questions on my test for school
Yellow
bus.
is the
And
traditional
the
color.
actual answer is dun, da, 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 International School Bus Chrome.
Yeah.
Chrome.
Chrome? That isn't even.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some idiot on the Wayback Machine decided
It's got
he had to
metallic
be
reflective
important.
chrome in it.
Hmm.
But if you ask a kid, they'll tell you it's yellow.
Oh, of course. That's
And
why I brought it
Kenny
up.
says in
I didn't
California
know
they're
until I
lime
took the
green
test.
or black and red.
what?
Oh yeah, black and red, huh?
Black and red.
Yeah.
Well, see here, you gotta understand that we don't have just school. I mean, we have schools, but we don't have just white man school. We have tribal schools. So yeah, their buses are different colors.
Now I'm getting on the short bus.
Yeah,
I was
well,
just
you
gonna
always
say
was
the
on the
red
short bus.
Yeah, yeah.
You keep trying to get on the big bus, and they keep throwing you back on the short bus.
My ass on the short bus.
Yeah. But hey, you can come over here and go sit in the back with me. We'll sit and throw paper wads at everybody else.
You went to the troublemaker section of the bus. Why does that not surprise me?
Well, there's
There's
best
fire
rides
in
in
the
the
back.
back seat. Yeah, there's best ride too. You get hit a good bump, you go flying right up in the air.
Oh, flying
Yep.
up in there. I used to always
Yeah.
sit in the back of the bus.
Yeah, that's right.
I always at the back of the bus, it was further away from the damn teacher and the little kids.
Yep.
And when I had to be the chaperone for a few of the bus rides, that was where I picked, is in the very back of the bus. And all the other parents and teachers, why you go back there? And I said, that's where the trouble's going to happen. Oh, I said,
Yeah.
did you all not learn that when you were growing up?
Trouble happened once you got there, right?
No. I had a flashlight, and every time they get acting up, I just point the flashlight and turn it on them. Look at them and say, behave. And then I'd hear, joy killer. Absolutely. Used to tell them there'd be enough of that time, enough time for monkey business when you get older. Behave.
Lots of the geos. I haven't found any of the bios yet. But they seem to like the same types of areas, so I'm hopeful.
Well, what was your bios?
Bark mounds.
That's all? Just
That's
bark
it.
mounds?
Just bark
Wow.
mounds.
Oh.
I've already collected all my geos. And the bark mounds tend to like the same areas as the volcanic.
Yeah.
So
They
I
like rougher ground, yeah.
yeah. And so since I've found all my volcanics and I'm still finding them, I'm not yet willing to head back up to space to go to a new area because I could just find them right over here,
Yeah.
just up the next ridge.
Past the tree.
First start of the right, on till morning.
Or as Ben Johnson used to say, have a loose rein, a deep seat, and a faraway look in your eye.
Sounds like instructions for riding a horse.
Yeah, Ben Johnson was an actor from Oklahoma. Played in a lot of John Wayne movies.
Mm.
And his cousin, Jim Johnson, worked for the Department of Transportation in Oklahoma, ODOT.
Huh.
And that's how I got to meet him. That's when I was building bridges. And we got to talking and stuff. And the next thing I know, that I was going to Barnstall and actually got to meet him. It's like, this is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. But you couldn't tell he was a Holly weirdo if you'd just walked up to him and not known he was played in a film. You'd have never known the difference between him and the other guy sitting there in front of the drugstore.
Yep.
He was sitting there on the sidewalk, whittling a piece of wood, talking just town folk stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, you want to talk, actors. I used to go up Mount Monadnock regularly, which is up here in New Hampshire. And you never know who you're going to meet up there. One day I made a passing acquaintance of one Woody Harrelson of Cheers fame and several other movies.
Yep.
Just ran into him on the trail, or almost got run over by him on the trail.
He's quite a character.
He is. He was up there and he had a bodyguard slash trainer with him, and the bodyguard slash trainer gave me a hairy eyeball because I actually looked and noticed who was next to me going down the mountain. I'd already summited. Ooh, this is looking like a much nicer area. Very
I
rough.
found out if you just talk to him and not try to get all over them, they don't have no problem with it.
Yeah.
It's them crazy ones
Yeah,
that
you
think they
break
gotta
the
hump your
ground
leg
right
like a
now.
chihuahua.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was always of the mind that, they're just ordinary folks just like us. They just happen to get lucky.
Yeah.
And work real hard.
Well, work real hard helps, but a lot of aspiring actors work real hard and get nowhere.
Yeah.
You need that little
you need
break.
To know people.
Nah, you just need the break.
Talent helps.
It does. It helps
Yeah,
keep
you
you
need
in
a
a
big
job,
break,
but
yeah.
that first break a lot of times
And
has nothing to do with talent.
they need to find you first.
Happen to be
So-
in the right place at the
Yep.
right time. Doing
Yeah.
the right thing.
I was hoping I was going to be in the right place at the right time for the Doc Strange movies, but that, of course, didn't happen.
Well, I don't know how many of you seen the movie Twister.
Ages ago.
Yeah. Bill Paxton and all that. They filmed most of that up here around the Pawhuska, Pawhuska,
I like Bill
Ponca
Paxton.
City and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was building a bridge over there, and I was going from home back over there to get ready for Monday morning. And it was a late afternoon, and I was driving into the sun, and listening to the radio and shit. I kept seeing these signs, Twister production ahead. And I thought, what? And kept going, and all of a sudden that pickup that girl drove, that bright, what was it, yellow?
Yeah.
Come flying out of the side road, turned right in front of me with the red pickup behind it. And they like to cause me to have coronary and run plumb off the road. And a few words were exchanged that they couldn't hear, but they should have if they rolled the window down. And I was pulled over and stopped, and I was watching them, and I thought, now why didn't they have somebody at the intersection to make sure people stopped? I just couldn't figure it out. Why didn't they have somebody there? Because they could have had some, if it had been a semi truck or something. Yeah. I didn't like it much. Didn't care for it no more.
Also
I
ran
thought,
into
hell,
Doug Flutie one time.
Hell, if we do anything on the
remember him.
roadway, we have to have a damn, police out there, roadblocks. These idiots just go flying by. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he filled in for, I played with a pickup hockey group for a while, and the other goalie was out for a couple of weeks. And the guy who ran the hour happened to bump into Doug Flutie at a local bar. Asked him if he'd like, if he'd care to fill in. He was more than happy to fill in, so he filled in for 2 weeks as goalie. That was cool. He won 1 week, I won the other week. We never did get to play a rubber match before I wrecked my shoulder and couldn't play anymore.
Actors and singers, they suffer so much from mental illness, though.
Well, you have to work with all them crazy people and all them crazy fans chasing them up and down the roads, you know.
Career is volatile. You got fans. You can't even go in a store without being bombarded. You got the paparazzi following you. If you're real famous, you got the paparazzi following you.
Yeah.
Your career
And they're
can
just
go-
waiting for you to scratch your ass and take a picture
Right.
of it.
Yep.
In 1 or 2 years, your career can go from 0 to 60, but also
Back to 0.
6 years is 60 to 0. Yep. Yeah, they can go from broke to rich and then rich to broke in no time.
But then you got the ones like, Burt Reynolds,
Yeah.
who's still going, and Clint Eastwood. The only way he's gonna stop is if they put him in the grave. And then you got Sylvester Stallone.
There's another one who'll probably never quit acting until they put him in the grave.
He's 77 years old and he's making a movie right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah?
Ford is supposedly in making a new movie.
Who?
Harrison Ford.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, Stallone's making a movie in Tulsa, Oklahoma called Tulsa, and it's about the mobs back in the mafia back in the day.
Actually, let me check the top of this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the last movie Harrison Ford was in was Blade Runner. As a
Was
cameo,
it?
like,
No.
I thought he did a.
No, he was in the
Yeah.
more recent Star Wars films.
The Mosquito Coast, the
Yeah.
Star Wars films.
yeah, Star Wars.
What was the
Yes.
Amish one? The
It's all-
Witness.
I ain't
That
talking-
was
I'm
really
not
good.
talking-
Wait.
Now remember, I'm not talking about the original Blade Runner. I'm talking about the second one, the remake.
Yeah, but that was still before the last Star Wars that he was in.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're
What
right.
the hell? I thought he played the damn. What the hell? Had the whip and the hat. Oh,
Indiana
God.
Jones.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, Indiana Jones
Yeah,
had. I thought he had
he was.
one of
He
them
had a
already
cameo.
out. I don't
Yeah.
know.
The
Yeah, his
horrible-
son played it. No, yeah, it was supposedly about his son, and he made a cameo appearance or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Horrible movie.
Yeah,
Well,
that movie
anytime you make
flopped.
remakes, it's kind of like Jaws. After the second Jaws, they should have stopped. Now we're what, 6? It's kind of like Sharknado. Oh
Yeah.
my God, give me a break.
Which one had Sean O'Connery in it?
That was
Father.
Wait,
yeah.
if we're talking Indiana Jones, that's
Yeah.
not Crusade.
Yeah, the Crusade.
Yeah, I like it. That was
Yeah, that was good.
That one was funny, but it was Sean Connery who made that
Yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Connor was a good actor.
The dog's name was Indiana.
Yeah.
Sir Sean Connery, yes.
I watched Bill
Didn't he
Paxton.
die?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
supposedly.
I thought he just died here recently.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah. There was no mention of it anywhere, really.
Yeah, it
Not
was all
much.
over the internet.
It was just a,
It was quick. Yeah, it was
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a random person.
Well, maybe that was his
mentioned it
choice.
online.
a quick footnote.
Yeah.
But
It depends.
on my Facebook and Twitter, it was posted everywhere.
Oh, yeah, it was,
Yeah.
can get away from it.
Sometimes when they die, it depends on when they died. It can be overshadowed by something else big going on.
Yeah.
John Connery was during the COVID time, so
So a lot of it, you know, was swamped by other news.
yeah, by COVID and stuff. So
But you
It's
don't
really
know.
the
He
heat.
that
It
may
was
have been
like
his request. A lot of the old stars don't want that shit.
yeah, but the public would not been right on top of it usually.
yeah,
You forget the star may be the star, but he still has family that has
Yeah.
to deal with it.
Yep.
that's true.
It's just his job.
Not when he's dead.
No, that's
It always amazes me about singers and actors how they make so much money after they're dead.
Yeah.
They
It's
still
all the
making money.
royalties.
Yeah. Michael Jackson's still making money hand over fist, even dead for how many years?
Well, I don't know if he's making
The
it.
estate.
His
Indiana
estate's
Yeah, his
certainly
estate
making
is
it.
making
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah.
whoever bought his albums, I think, what was it,
Yeah.
Ringo Starr? Was it Ringo Starr? Somebody
it was-
bought all of
I
his
thought it was
albums.
Sony.
Huh?
I thought it was Sony.
Nah. Yeah, well,
He
They
Sony
bought
may
all the
have him
Beatles.
now, but
Yeah,
He bought the copyright for the Beatles song.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know who got his.
John Connery was in an Indiana Jones movie and a what we call James Bond movie for crying out loud.
He
Good
was
God.
James
Come on,
Bond.
Philip.
Come
He
on.
was- Sean Connery was the
Yeah.
actor when I was a kid. I watched his movies
In a
come out
lot of
in real
things.
time, not rewinds, not flashbacks, not. It was
He was in
premiere.
old World War II movies and
Oh
stuff. and
yeah,
one of the
Red October.
Red October.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, but even before that,
Oh, I love
back
that
in the
movie.
black and white days, he was doing like, with Burt
Yeah, he was doing
Reynolds.
B movies just like
Yeah.
John Wayne
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I think he
Found
was
the
in a few
concept.
of
I'm
those.
gonna have to get rid of the bacteria to
Like
pick this
old
up.
World War II Navy movies, kind of.
Yeah. Sub movies was
destroyers
mainly
and
his
stuff,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff.
It's easier to
Back
see.
when they actually had to act, there wasn't hardly any green screens. That you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
those are actors. These ones nowadays stand on the X, will get the rest.
That's why no one becomes big anymore. Have you noticed that?
It's the run of the mill crowd.
Yeah.
There aren't too many that stand out.
No.
Now they're getting, I don't know, covered by CG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The CGs are taking the spotlight, and the actors are just villains.
Yeah, they're just body models. They're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they're dead, so what? We'll just make a CG of them, put them in the movie. They
Yeah.
won't care.
And then you got guys like
They
Chris
did that
Helmsworth,
too.
who, my God, that guy is absolutely ripped. Holy crow, has he gotten himself in shape?
Who?
Chris Helmsworth, the guy who's playing Thor
Oh.
in the
yeah.
MCU movies.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that man is absolutely ripped. His stunt double is pissed at him too,
Oh,
because
man.
he's got to try and keep up, and he's not.
Yeah, that one movie he was in, though, I believe that he had to go the opposite because he had to look weak and like he was dying and all that stuff.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear
I
deployed.
think I seen an interview where he said that was the hardest. In staying in shape and being in shape, it was a lot easier than letting yourself go.
Yeah, because you don't feel good.
It's genetics too.
It's all that protein.
Your diet changes.
Yeah. I used to know a guy. It would lift. He was one of them bodybuilders,
Mm-hmm.
and he's won a couple of the what do they call them? I don't know much about them because I didn't think they were that good. Universal.
Mr. Universe. Yeah.
But when he quit, he was just a basket case.
Hmm.
Because back when he was doing it, there wasn't much knowledge about what happens when you retire, and he just quit, and his muscles just he was in pain all the time because his muscles are cramping and finally he had to go back to lifting weights just
Just to
to
stop
get
the
his
pain.
muscles quit. Yeah.
Yep.
My uncle was a bodybuilder, a professional bodybuilder
That's
for a
cool.
while. Yeah, for like 8 years or something like that.
Hell, he just no more and got his body in shape and he quit.
Man.
Alrighty. Well, I'm out of time for tonight, guys, because it is a work night. So I think I'm going to leave things here. I still have to find the bark mounds. Don't know where they are. I'll have to go up to space tomorrow and find them. So, at any rate, I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride today. It was great having you all along. Let's see. Shane Stevenson, welcome back. Tom Garrettson, welcome back. Glad to have you both. Hans, you're here. IELTS Juno, welcome to the channel and thank you for joining us. Kenny, welcome back. Glad to have you. All right, and then here in the voice chat, we have Anthony, James, Hans, Lynn, and Philip. Thank you guys for joining me. Once again, it is great having you guys along as always. So, we will be picking this up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trace Majestus, signing out.